Today we are looking into a situation that could have changed world history. What if the Berlin Wall had never fallen? Get ready, this trip into a different past is full of political secrets, big changes in society, and a look at a possible world.
Where's the Berlin Wall anyway?
To grasp this situation, we must go back to 1961 when the Berlin Wall was built. This was not just a wall, it was a sign of the Cold War, showing the different beliefs between the communist East and capitalist West. For almost 30 years, it split families' limited freedom and was a clear sign of the Iron Curtain that split Europe.
In our alternate timeline, the 1989 events happen in a new way. The East German leaders, with Erich Honecker as the head, keep control. The move to freedom is stopped, and the Berlin Wall stays up. Think about a life where the Berlin Wall still stands. The Cold War keeps going all around us. NATO and the Warsaw Pact stay as rivals, with Europe divided. Germany's unification stays a goal not reached. East Germany stays on its own, under the tight control of the Soviet Union.
This extended division would mean a continuous ideological battlefield. Western countries might increase their propaganda work, trying to weaken the East German government and Soviet power. The East would answer with tougher actions against disagreement and more forceful spying activities.
Have you forgotten what happened in Berlin?
Now, let's discuss the human aspect. Consider families in Berlin. For years, the wall separated them. In this different reality, they never come together again. Grandparents in the East do not see their grandchildren grow up in the West. Friends cannot see each other without risking their lives. The harsh watch of the Stasi, East Germany's secret police, stays a bleak shadow over daily life. Picture always watching your back, aware that any opposition might result in jail.
In the West, the wall still stands as a symbol of oppression. Activists and human rights groups push on with their efforts, yet with minor wins. The hope for a Germany together again seems far off alive in the hearts of the courageous. Tales of bold escapes and sad losses keep circulating, feeding both dread and hope among those divided by the wall.
The gap in wealth between East and West Germany becomes bigger. East Germany, separated from the wealth of the West, deals with a weak economy. Imagine being in a place where it is usual to have shortages and everyday items are difficult to find. On the other side, West Germany keeps doing well, but at a price. Keeping a strong border uses up resources that might have gone to more economic growth. The wealth of the West contrasts with the lack of progress in the East, turning the wall into a sign of economic difference too. Western companies might feel more pressure to pull investments from East Germany, resulting in economic sanctions that further cut off the Eastern economy. The way of life for East Germans would get worse, causing more unhappiness and potential unrest.
On the global stage, the ongoing presence of the Berlin Wall means the Cold War still holds tight. Regular conflicts and proxy wars are usual, keeping the world in a steady state of tension. The arms race goes on, with both NATO and the Warsaw Pact keeping big military stockpiles.
Okay, the Warsaw Pact is a treaty that was signed by the Soviet Union at 7 East European satellites, okay?
The United States and the Soviet Union continue to compete, each side seeking worldwide influence. The peace and teamwork that started in the late 20th century in our reality are postponed, if not missing. The world stays tense, with the risk of nuclear conflict always near. International talks are filled with constant risks of increasing tension, making cooperation on other matters such as climate change and economic growth tougher.
Let's think about technology for a bit. Quick progress in information technology and the digital change that we accept in the West have a lesser effect in the East. The strict information control in East Germany and other Eastern Bloc nations suppresses new ideas. Internet is censored and limited, reducing access to worldwide knowledge and opportunities. This technology gap makes it more difficult for the Eastern Bloc to connect with the rest of the world.
Culturally, the Berlin Wall's presence maintains two distinct German identities. In the West, a lively, varied culture thrives, shaped by global trends and open exchanges with other nations. Consider the music, art, and fashion that shape our pop culture. In East Germany, these trends are limited by government censorship. The full richness of European culture suffers because of the reduced interaction and shared influence between East and West. In East Germany, culture would continue to be shaped by Soviet values, with art and literature used as propaganda tools. This would lead to a more uniform, state-sanctioned cultural scene, suppressing creativity and individual expression.
After opening up the Berlin Wall, the government has now announced it will hold democratic elections.
Reflecting on this alternate past, it's evident just how pivotal the fall of the Berlin Wall truly became. Maintaining it in this hypothetical scenario highlights how crucial that event was in shaping the modern world. The fall of the Berlin Wall not marked the end of the Cold War, but also made the way for more freedom, unity, and progress.
In our real world, the peaceful revolution in 1989 revealed the strength of nonviolent protest and people's wish for freedom. It's a strong lesson that history often gets shaped by the acts of regular people who dare to dream of a better future. The fall of the Berlin Wall was not sure to happen. It was the outcome of bravery, determination, and the belief that change was possible.
So, what can we learn from this different history? The Berlin Wall falling shows us how key moments can change everything, and how history is often a careful mix of events. Such a win's ripple effects would have changed the paths of nations, cultures, and peoples in ways we can only dream of.
Thank you for being with us on this trek through an alternate past. If you enjoyed this video, remember to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more interesting what-if scenarios. Tell us in the comments what different history you want us to look into next. Until next time, stay curious and keep dreaming big.